Hey everybody, it's Murgle and we're going to do the Withered scenario on a Warlock this time. I will be running as Demonology because having the Fell Hunter with his, or not the Fell Hunter, but the Fell Guard, with his stun and stuff can come in handy. It's really useful and it can, save you. And he taunts Dro, which is nice, keeps threat on himself, which is really good. Dro isn't immune to it, or he doesn't have any kind of diminishing return, so it can be great because you spam fear on him, and then as soon as the fear's over, he's going back to your Fell Guard. But as long as you keep spamming fear, he won't really do any damage, and he can't really do his charge ability, so you save a lot of your troops by just not letting him do anything. That's the best part. And as I said, the stun is really useful. These are the talents I run. The Shadowy Inspiration, Impending Doom, Demon Skin, Power Trip, Dark Pact, Grimoire Service, and Soul Conduit. Now, the Grimoire Service is really good because it's a second stun, so it can be extremely useful when trying to prevent him from sprinting around again. So as he's casting, as you see, I just sent my stun out. It's 30 seconds, but, usually he'll be dead by the time it casts again. Okay, now for this first boss, I honestly wouldn't recommend doing it as Demonology. This is the one chance where you're really going to want to be something else. I swapped to Infliction for this because you're going to have to run away from your Withered. You don't want them getting destroyed by... He casts an ability on you that turns you into an AoE target, and you don't want your Withered getting hit by that. So I go Affliction with these stats. And I use this guy so I can interrupt the first cast, but the second cast will be sent on me. So... okay. I'm trying to get threat off of my, I got a really powerful Withered in there, and he keeps pulling aggro off me. So, let's see if we can do this. Pull this guy without getting the boss. Okay. Now we're going to aggro the boss and try our best to stand as far away from him as possible, because we don't want to be near our Withered when he's casting the ability. The shrapnel. See, he's going to cast it on me, and as long as I'm really far away, he won't be able to hit anybody with it, and I won't take any damage really. See, they're all still really, really high HP. He's going to cast it on me again. I'll run as far away from everybody as possible, and then it should be good. So let's finish him off. And there we go. We didn't lose very much HP. They're still at 96%, so we're good to go. Now we can switch back to Demonology. You don't have to do this switch, right? You're more than welcome to try. I just switched to Affliction because it's easier for me to keep threat. Demonology doesn't have a lot of aggro in itself. It's all your pet's damage, so it doesn't really work to be Demonology for that boss. Your pet's gonna have the aggro, and when you just don't want him nearby your Withered when he's exploding and stuff. So let's keep going. This part's pretty simple, especially with his pet. He does a lot of threat, keeps everybody on him. And then go around this way. Sneak around this corner so we don't aggro the ghost-like guy until we get inside. Okay, now we can aggro him. Berserk. He gets ready to cast. We're gonna stun it. Keep moving. Let's wait for them to catch up because we don't want that ghost guy aggro in there. I'd rather aggro him in one of these spots. You don't want your Withered getting bumped down there, so let's aggro him here. Stunning. Okay. He's dead. Let's pull these ones over here. Okay. I'm gonna walk around again, try and sneak past him so we can pull him back here. And it didn't work. We got aggro this time. That's okay, not a big deal. Stun him. Okay. Everybody's cleared out. Finish up the top here. I'm casting Hand of Doom on everybody, by the way, because Hand of Doom, while it doesn't do damage, at least for a couple seconds, it makes them realize that it's a target to attack, so they'll start doing damage to it. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cast this, because he'll help with clearing them out. Be really good for keeping the threat off of everybody as well. Did lose a Withered at some point. It's probably our mage guy that... No, he's still alive, surprisingly. We must have lost somebody else. That's okay. We've still got a 86% average. Okay, so that should be the bottom cleared out here. Let's make our way up top. Start heading towards Dro. For Dro, again, our goal is to try and just keep fearing him as much as possible. You will have to life tap a lot because fear costs 110k mana. You've only got 1.1 million mana, so you can only do it 10 times. Even though your mana regens pretty quick, you're still gonna be screwed. Just keep moving. Alrighty. You just should try and blood or health funnel your pet as well when you get the chance. You're gonna be really busy, so likely he may die in the process. That's not what you want, though. You want to try and keep your pet alive if you can, because he's going to be keeping all the aggro, and he helps prevent a lot of the damage to your Withered. So Okay, Dro should be around this corner most of the time. He's around this corner, but sometimes he's not. Usually he'll aggro when you pull one of these webs over here. We try to aggro without any kind of trash around the area, but sometimes that's not always a blessing we get, so let's try and clear this out safely. Okay. Probably going to be popping his head around here soon. Might be one of those rare cases that he's not up here. But we'll see. Oh, here he is. Here he is. He's somewhere. Okay, so he is here, but he didn't seem to aggro with that one, so... I don't like when he's being sneaky like that. Come on, Dro, show your face. Okay, so he didn't show up. He must be downstairs, and he's just not currently showing his face. Which is good, because if he doesn't show his face, then we have more time to gather more Withered. He'll get burned down a lot faster that way. Oh, see, there's one up there. You can go out on that web too. There's plenty of stuff to clear up on that web. I don't like to go out there until I've at least encountered Dro. Just too dangerous. Don't want him surprising me while I'm fighting. Okay. Now this is a 10 cost door. As long as you got 10, you can pop it open. And it will let you come inside. This boss, he does an AoE that will, it's called Cleaving Claws, but you can interrupt it. As long as you interrupt it, he won't cast it. And it'll hit anything in front of him, so just as it says, it's cleaving, so try and face yourself away from your Withered. Or in this case, have your pet face away from your Withered, so when he casts it on your pet, it's not going to hurt your Withered in any way. So like position him specifically, like send him to a position. Okay. And it looks like to me he set himself up, so it's okay. It should be alright. See, he's not facing anybody. And good to go. I don't think he killed anybody or did really any damage, so we're alright. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. This was not what I expected. Talk about surprise. Okay. This is not going to end well. I did not expect him right now. at all. Well, he's gonna have to run. Try and grab him, but it's not worth it, I don't think. Hey, I still got him. No, 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 no. That was a bad idea. I'm sorry I went for it. Well, we killed him with minimal losses. I think we lost, what, 4? So didn't expect him to exactly attack me here, but even with the surprise, we still managed to keep it down to a small 4 loss. We still have our mana rager, surprisingly. He pulls threat a lot, so I thought he might die. But yeah, as you saw how we handled it, we just spammed fear a bunch, kept our doom on him. That way he, you know, was constantly getting a little bit of damage from us, as well as, you know, use your axe toss when you can. That way you're keeping him stunned as much as possible. When he's standing still, it's easier for your Withered to hit him, so it's gonna, and the result will be much more successful. Try and clear this room with out aggroing if you can. Can be a little rough. Now for this one, I'm gonna switch back to affliction again, because whoever has the most threat on this, you're the one that's gonna be a target. And the goal is to be the target in this case. Because when you're the target, he'll start shooting you with the bombs. So I'm going to swap to affliction. That way I can generate enough threat to be the damage dealer. And when you get hit with the bomb, as long as you're not standing near your Withered, it won't really do any damage to him. So I'm going to interrupt the first cast of it, but the other ones, it'll be okay if I'm actually being hit, because I'm not going to take that much damage. So we're going to interrupt that first one, and then make sure we have the threat now. Okay, we've lured him far enough. See, as he's casting it, I just move farther this way, and nobody will get hit by it. Gonna let him cast it again. Nobody gets hit. And he's dead. Nobody took any damage, so very, very clean. Not trying to just as long as you're the target, you're gonna be okay. Your other Withered won't take any damage, and only you will, and it's very, very negligible damage. It's not gonna hurt you at all, especially with the healing that affliction does. So it keeps you nice and safe. Okay, hold that. Oh, looks like we got some threat.
Who dares summon me with my heart?
Did lose a Withered there. The threat is messed up. They're not getting as much aggro as I'd like. Okay, room's cleared. We did lose a Withered there, though. It was our mana rager. He did too much damage and ended up pulling. Okay, so that's that room cleared. We've only lost a few. Again, the majority of those losses came from when Lavestalker jumped on us, and he did a lot more damage than he normally would have. You know, I didn't exactly expect him to jump on me in that room. He had already done a couple dashes before I even noticed him smashing everybody. So that's where most of our damage came from. If that hadn't happened, if he would have attacked me when I was a little more prepared, I guarantee you I wouldn't have been so surprised, and probably we could have got away with no casualties, or much less damage at least. Just wasn't exactly expecting it. We still got 30 though, which is a lot. You could obviously pick up a lot of chests. Our score's 419. Still doing very well. No sign of failing right now, so. I honestly expect him. He usually attacks about here when he doesn't attack in that first corridor. So he definitely surprised me. This door usually well, it does cost 10, and there's usually 3 inside of it. So as long as you have 10, you can pop it open and come in here and pick up 3 more Withered. After you've got them, you're good to go there. Clear out these little fellas. They only take a second to slaughter, and you don't want them popping up and chomping at your Withered's legs. It only takes a second to wipe them out, and then you don't even have to worry about them. Okay. This bottom part's real simple. It's just go around putting the doom on things so they'll all attack it, and you just wipe them out in a second. Okay.
Fight your own battles.
Now we can head back to Dro's door. Make our progress into the spider room. The spider room's a little annoying. It has a bunch of eggs spread out, and if you don't have aggro, your pets are gonna just run rampant in there, and or you're withered, and pull all the spiders. So it can get a little hectic, but if you can keep the aggro, you'll be good to go. Take it nice and slow too. There's no reason to rush in this place. It's all about nice and slow. Okay. Now this place does have a little bit of weird threats, so you gotta be careful. Because as you can see, they're running at me even though I did nothing really to provoke them. Here comes some more running at me. Okay, we've aggroed the big one. Rage them. They're good to go. So as you see, the enrage does cause a little bit of mayhem. They do aggro these eggs a little bit. Okay, we've gotten rid of the aggro on the eggs, but we're gonna clear them out because we don't want any surprises.
You cannot command me, dead white troll.
Okay. I'm using Demon Wrath, by the way, when I send him in, because it'll help him to get his threat. And it also breaks all the eggs around him. Okay, just a few more eggs. Again, these don't give you any kind of score, but it's good to clear them out because then you just don't have them in any way surprising you. And we've cleared out this room. Can start moving towards the Elf Breaker. The Elf Breaker, we're gonna rotate our stuns as much as possible. It is kind of rough because he will do a grab withered, and he'll also do a stomp. And you want to try and stun him when he's doing the stomp and the grab withered. So I've got my Grimoire. I'm gonna send in on the grab withered, and then I'm gonna use my axe toss on the stomp. So we're gonna try and get as many as possible, though. Now, if you're up to this point, and you don't have a lot of chests yet, it would be fine to perfectly stop here. There's no reason to continue. The only reason I'm trying to continue is I want to get as far as I can. For you guys. But it would be perfectly fine to stop here and just go on with the instance at another time, especially when you have more people. The stronger your troops, the better chance you're going to have of success, obviously. Okay, killed him, didn't even have a casualty. But we do have a couple runners. I don't know if I'm going to reach him in time. I'm going to try. Hey, we made it. We're going to try and get up there to the spider boss. It is really hard at this point because it gets hectic. But we're going to try our best. I'll summon this guy. He'll help keep a little bit of threat. We'll make our way up to the top. If we can. It's mostly about getting the aggro on him. As soon as I got aggro, I'll be fine. But I gotta get aggro first. These guys don't follow the same aggro mechanics. There's normal NPCs. Okay. Gonna climb up here. As you see, I keep just hand-to-ghoul-danning and trying my best to keep the demonic and power up so I can aggro as many as possible. Okay. Finish this guy off real quick. It's obviously pretty weak. Do have a runner. I don't see him. There he is. Okay. So we still have 40, and we've killed the last boss. We'll clear up to the final part, and then we'll go back and pick up any chests and any withered we might have left behind. It's a lot easier on a class with a pet like a warlock. And it would have been, I would have even had more withered if Dro hadn't, you know, jumped on me when I was least expecting it. But let's go back, pick up any chests that are remaining. The running part, you know, that's why I said use your Infernal and then, you know, your Demon Wrath as you're running up. It can keep most of the threat on your Felguard and can save you a lot of withered casualties. The threat is kind of messed up, but once you get up top and go inside the room, it'll stop all of the people from attacking you, so you'll be safe. I'm going to pick up what chests I see because I need them all, so it's not hurting me. I want to take 5-cost chests because, like I said, the 5-cost chests affect all your withered. There's useful things in there like more HP, more damage, as well as they're less likely to run away and stuff. Useful that too. Okay. So yeah, Demon Wrath. One of the best abilities, keeps all the threat on your Felguard for the most part. Okay. It's unfortunate. I think I'm going to be missing one withered. That's okay. Alright. It's good to remember if you can, try and remember where the chests are and what kind of chests they were. Like, I know there's one 5-cost chest at the end boss, so if I find another one, it'll be okay if I take a 5-cost now. But I don't want to take a 5-cost if it's going to prevent me from taking a 10-cost and there's no other 5-costs, if that makes any sense. Like, if there's no 5-cost chest except for the one at the last boss, and I take one, and I don't take anyone but that one, then I would have one withered missing for another chest. Okay. And we're gonna go upstairs and see on top of the nets because there's one cocoon up there, and it's very, very possible that in that cocoon I might have a withered waiting for me. So if that's the case, then I could actually open another chest. Would be really, really nice if that was a possibility, but if not, it's not the end of the world. It was a really successful run, I'd say. So we're gonna try and go up there and see what we can do. Also, make sure you're not outrunning your withered, by the way. they do lag behind, and if you outrun them, then you're screwed. You'll fail the scenario just for running too quickly. Oh boy. No, no, no. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. Come here. No. No. This is... Watch. Just to torment me. There's going to be a withered in that. Watch. Life's rough, man. Life's rough. That's the biggest troll in the history of games right there. Well, let's just fall down. Who cares? Come down, guys. That's okay. I'm not gonna be upset about that. That big troll. It's a glimmering chest. We'll go find one more glimmering chest, or if I find a 5-coster, I'll take that, and we'll just take the 5-cost at the end of it as well. Okay. Let's go pick up. I know where. Well, I know I'm not leaving them. They're all right here. We're good to go. They tell me not to leave them, but they're standing right beside me. Okay. I think there's one 5-cost. If not, I can just take that. But I want to take 2 more 5-costs if I can. Leave myself with a better off. Because like I said, the 5-cost chests are better for you than the 10-cost chests. So we try our best to get as many 5-costers as we can. Alright. And I think there was one 5-cost chest around the corner up here. Okay. Should be around this, if I remember. If not, then it's not too big of a deal. Nope, we're just gonna go for that 10-cost chest. And if anything, we'll be okay with that. I can't believe that withered though. He ran away and then he was also inside of that web just to mess with me, man. Couldn't believe it, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Let's keep going. And finish up the scenario by running to the end of it. Or just outrun your withered, but there's a few crates at the end of the scenario which would be nice to grab. It'd be nice if there was just a withered left behind that I forgot. Come on, guys. I know there's a 5-cost crate at the end. Would be good if we could just pick it up. Nope. Just a troll. That's all we needed. Okay. Almost at the end here. Too bad I can't take this guy. It would be nice if I could just take him. Make him one of my withered. Okay. Virgo, you made it. I sure did, buddy. Well, this was the first successful one I've ever done on the live version of the game. So, unfortunately, rest in peace this chest, but go ahead and give it to me. I want it. Okay. As you see, we picked up a lot of chests here, so we're going to have a decent amount of stuff. Lens, 25% damage. An artifact piece. Berserker helm. So we now have a berserker. A lens, and I think those are both mana weaver and spell seer. And then our final chest, 638 gold, a warforged hat, nightfallen reps, and that's it. That's our last bit here. So, in conclusion, when you meet Dro, make sure to stun and fear him as much as possible. Let your Withered do all the work. That's your main goal. Have your pet tank it, so at least when he's not doing damage, hopefully he'll come attack your pet instead of dashing around and killing everybody. When you encounter the Elf Breaker, make sure you stun him with your toss, your axe toss, and also as soon as he's doing another one, use your Grimmer Felguard so it'll stun him again. Burn him down as quickly as possible. When you're trying to gather threat on a bunch of stuff, Demon Wrath is really good. It makes your demon get a lot of threat, especially when running up the ramp to the final boss. And that's it. It should go well for you. So, thank y'all for watching. Again, I wasn't really very strong, only 826 item level, so not strong at all. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.